Hey everyone, welcome back to the Canindians. This is the final episode of our cross-Canada journey, and we're excited to bring you along the way for our last leg of the trip. Today, we're starting in the nation's capital, Ottawa, where we'll be exploring the Parliament buildings and checking out some iconic landmarks in the city. After that, we'll head off to Montreal, where we'll spend the night, and in the morning, we'll visit a few interesting spots around the city before hitting the road again. From there, we'll be driving through New Brunswick and finally reaching our last and final destination, Halifax, Nova Scotia, our new place we now call home. So sit back, relax, join us as we wrap up this amazing journey across Canada.
We're at Ottawa, the Parliament buildings. It's beautiful here. It's just something you have to see in person. I've always seen it on TV. It's just amazing seeing it in person. The architecture is just breathtaking. I am very impressed with Canada. I didn't realize we had this beautiful architecture. So it's great to see this place in person.
Our first stop was the Parliament buildings, and honestly, it was incredible. The architecture is just stunning. Such grand, beautiful structures with so much history behind it. We were kind of hoping we'd bump into a few politicians while we were there, but no luck. So sorry, maybe next time, Trudeau. After that, we spent some time exploring the city. Ottawa is packed with impressive government buildings, and for a moment, it almost feels like you're transported to Europe. It's crazy how different Ottawa feels compared to the other places we visited on the trip. You can really sense the contrast between Eastern Canada and Western side, where we were from. The architecture, the vibe, it's also distinct and gives you a real sense of the country's diversity.
We're walking the streets. What do you think of the city?
I like it. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's a very pretty city.
It would be nice to live here and every day come for an evening walk in the cities.
Yeah. An old church over here. Yeah, it's something to see. Another old building.
Supreme Court of Canada.
Yeah.
Wow. That looks like a modern building, like it's new.
They have these flowers everywhere. Yeah, just like one government building after another.
It's super windy here though.
Yeah, it's windy.
Super windy. They're like flying here.
He's super curious about the city. He's just looking around everywhere.
After that, we headed to a nearby park to play with Icy. There were some Parliament employees playing frisbee, and they were so nice. They included Icy in their game. He had the time of his life running around, and it really wore him out. We took a lot of photos and videos to capture those moments. From there, we went to Montreal. I was so excited because I always wanted to visit, but never had a chance before. It was only about an hour drive, and we grabbed some biryani on the way. By the time we reached Montreal, it was nighttime, so we just headed straight to our hotel and crashed. We were so excited to explore the city next day.
Just woke up from the Best Western Hotel. What day is it? The 16th? May 16th? And we're gonna be exploring the city. Beautiful view out the window. We're on the 6th floor. Tight streets and underground parking. It's very different here. It feels like we're in Europe.
It's beautiful. I like it here.
Yeah, I like it here too. Well, so far, we just drove last night into the city.
Yeah, we haven't really went to we are in the city, but we haven't seen anything in the city.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go today morning. We have a few places we already noted where we wanna go. So we're gonna go there now.
Yeah. All the channels are French, so Izzy has to learn French now. I just made you some French coffee.
Is
Try
there
it.
cream in it?
Just some kind of cream.
No sugar in it.
There's sugar. No, there's sugar. This is French style. They use this whitener. I don't know if somebody in the comments knows what this is. I'm guessing it's cream. All right, let's get ready and let's go. This was the hotel we stayed at. It was the Best Western. We were able to park in the underground parking lot. This is France. I mean, this is Quebec. There's some church there. This is quite the atmosphere. What do you think?
Artistic.
Artistic.
We were super excited to explore Montreal, the Paris of Canada. It felt like we were driving through Europe. Our first stop was St. Joseph Oratory, which was famous around the world, especially for healing people with disabilities. When we got there, the church was massive. The ceilings were so tall, and the whole place had this peaceful vibe. Izzy was having a blast running around. I don't think he's ever been in a building this big before. We also went down to the basement, where people light candles and pray. It was really special because the basement is cut into the rock, and it looks amazing. We even saw piles of canes left behind by people who were healed. That was incredible to see.
What do you think?
Oh, it's very beautiful. I think we came at the right time of the year too.
Yeah,
All
that's
the
true.
leaves are coming out. Everything's so green.
Reminds you of Europe, eh?
Yeah. My days here.
Do you want to move here?
It's tempting.
From there, we went to Notre-Dame Basilica, a stunning church famous for its incredible Gothic revival architecture and beautiful stained glass windows. It's one of the most famous landmarks in Montreal and most visited church in Canada. I think around 11 million people visit every year. We wanted to attend a mass, but timing didn't work out, so we spent some time praying and then we toured the amazing building. After snapping some photos and videos of Basilica, we headed off to explore more of Montreal sites.
We were walking down the street in Montreal, and somebody came to us and said, "I saw you guys taking pictures. You guys should visit this building." And he said this used to be a bank, and now they converted it into a coffee shop.
This coffee shop was so fancy. It even had golden elevators. Can you believe that? It felt like we were in some kind of palace. And honestly, we didn't feel fancy enough to drink a coffee there. So we left and found another spot in downtown. This one had really nice cupcakes and macarons, French pastries. So we grabbed some to go because we wanted to drive through New Brunswick. So we picked some and we left.
Alright, we're off to New Brunswick. We're leaving Montreal. What did you get there?
2 cupcakes.
We got those 2 cupcakes from that, pastry shop. A little bit expensive, $4.25.
For each cupcake.
There's no price tag, so we didn't know. never buy something without a price tag. Usually if there's no price tag,
It's expensive.
yeah. But it better be good. We'll try it.
After that, we headed off for Halifax. Our original plan was to drive through New Brunswick and see the sights, but we ended up stopping just to stay the night. Even though we really wanted to explore New Brunswick, we were completely exhausted from the entire across Canada trip. At that point, all we could think about was getting home to Halifax, to my brother's place, and finally getting some rest. We were so tired. So we skipped any sightseeing and just drove straight through without stopping. We finally arrived in Halifax, Nova Scotia, marking the end of our journey on this beautiful east coast of Canada. It was an incredible trip, one of the best we have ever taken, and it was totally worth it every mile. We got to see a whole new side of Canada that we didn't even know existed. The landscapes, the people, it gave us a new appreciation for this country. We are we are beyond grateful and feel so blessed to call this place our home. If you guys ever get a chance, definitely do a road trip. It's totally worth it. Let us know what you think in our comment section and stay tuned for our next videos because I'm going to upload our next video. We visited India. It was Nelson's first trip to India. We went there to attend to my cousin's wedding and Nelson got to see my whole family. So please stay tuned. We're gonna upload that as soon as possible. And thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe.